Good morning, good afternoon. Today I was thinking about favor and how favor operates. I'm not perfect, but I'm just sharing what I've been reading and what I think about it and how it's helping me. So I read the book of Psalms 106, verse 15, and it's talking about, or this is what the verse was saying from the version I read. It's saying, and he gave them their request, but he sent leanness into their soul. So what I understood from that chapter is that God will give you what you ask. You ask for education, God will give you education. You ask for a job, God will give you the job. You ask for the kids, God will give you those kids that you're asking for. But if he doesn't give you favor, if you don't ask for favor, then he'll give it to you, but you'll be struggling with it. So what I understood, so the back end story of this verse is from when the Israel, if you guys can remember the Israelite story, that they kept on complaining to God and telling God that they didn't have food. They are in the desert. They don't have anything to eat and all that. So God provided for them. God provided the manna to them. And they were full. They ate and ate until they even had extra. So that means, okay, so they were full, like physically. Their belly or their stomach was full. But their spiritually, they were empty. So they were just there full, but spiritually empty. So I'm relating that to the favor. So when you pray for God to give you education, God will give you education. You'll have all the funds or the money to fund your education. But if you don't receive favor in that education you're going to school for or wherever, you will have that education, but that education will not benefit you because you didn't ask for favor. So in other words, when you're asking God, please bless me with this education. As I'm going to school, God bless me. Ask God for favor as well. Okay, you ask God to bless you with children or with your kids. Pray so that those kids can be a blessing to you. And they should not cause you any pain, any stress. Ask God, the way you ask God for those kids. Oh God, bless me with kids. Bless me with a baby girl. Bless me with a baby boy. So this should be the kind of prayer I think we need to do, or you need to do. God, bless me with this child. God, give that child favor. Let that child be a blessing. Because if God doesn't give you favor, then that means, in other way, you'll struggle with that child. If I'm not saying that is what will happen, but that is what I understood as per the chapter that I was reading. If you get that education, you'll have that education, but because there's no favor from God in it, you'll struggle. You'll be tamarking this roads looking for a job, but you're like, hey, how comes I have this degree or I have this associate and I seem not to get a job? Because you only asked for the education and God gave you that education. And if God doesn't give you favor in that education, then that means you will somehow struggle. And that takes me to even, for example, when people are getting married, you ask for a wife or you ask for a husband, and God gives you that husband. But you only ask for a husband, but you didn't ask God to give favor to that husband. So you'll be there, stuck in that marriage, but you don't have favor. Like your husband doesn't have favor. You don't have favor from God, that is. So from my verse this morning, what I understood or summary of what I learned is that when I ask God for something, I should ask favor on top of it. God, bless me with this job. Give me favor in my job. God, I'm asking you for this education. God, give me favor in my education. God, I'm asking you for this, to bless me with a child. God, give favor to my child. God, I'm going to speak in this meeting. God, give me favor so that the people can listen to what I'm saying or what I'm talking about. So, in everything you do, ask God for favor. Have a good day.